Hello everyone, I'm Michelle Smith and welcome back to my channel. I have a Dollar Tree Easter DIY for you today. In today's crafting adventure, I'm going to show you how to make this beautiful pink truck Easter wreath. All of the materials used to create this Easter wreath came from Dollar Tree. Now this is the first time that I've ever used the striped deco mesh that you can get from Dollar Tree. I am very happy with the results. I hope you like this project as much as I did creating it. Let me show you how to make it. Here's a list of the tools and materials I used to complete the project. For your convenience, I've also included a detailed list in the description box below. Let's get started. Today I'm going to be using one of the 18-inch wreath forms from Dollar Tree. If you can't find an 18-inch wreath form, that's fine. You can always use one of the 14-inch wreath forms. You're also going to need some pipe cleaners that are cut in half. We're going to start with this mesh today. This comes out of the Easter section from Dollar Tree. I'm going to be using 3 rolls at the same time. Now this is normally called the bubble or poof method. You just want to take the ends of each roll and pull them together. When I work with mesh like this and I'm working with multiple rolls, I like to put one out on either side of my body and then leave one on the table. It makes it easier while I'm working with it so it doesn't tangle with itself. Now I've been wanting to try this method with this rainbow mesh for a while, so I'm kind of excited to see how pretty it's going to look with all those colors. Okay, so once you have all of your ends pulled together, you want to take your pipe cleaner and wrap it around. Pull the ends nice and tight, pinch and twist. Then you want to take the ends, feed it in from the top down to the back. Then I'm going to wrap it around right here at the crossbar in the center. Give it a couple twists, and then I'm going to take those pipe cleaners and feed them to the back. And then just wrap it around the mesh again. Twist it down tight. And then push the ends forward. And you can trim off some of this excess. But you don't want to go too short because it could pull back through. You're also going to need a ruler. You want to go ahead and grab all of your mesh at the same time and pull it out. You want to measure at 8 inches, then pinch where the 8-inch mark is. Grab your pipe cleaner and wrap it around at 8 inches. Pull it nice and tight and give it a twist so it is nice and secure on your mesh. Then go ahead and attach it to the center bar. You cut off some of that excess, and then I just take those little ends and I push them forward. Once you get everything done, you're not going to see those from the front at all. And then you just keep doing that. You grab all 3 of your rolls. Measure at 8 inches. Go ahead and pinch. Add your pipe cleaner. And attach to the center bar in the middle. Now what I normally do is go ahead and fill up one section, and then I go back and fluff out my poofs. And all that means is go through and just separate the 3. As you go through and you fluff out your poofs, the only thing you want to be concerned with is the pink. Just make sure that it's rotated as you're moving them out so that it's not like always in the middle or always on one side. You just want to make sure that that is mixed. You have 2 others here that, are the same, so those 2 don't matter. But to get an even mixture through your wreath, just move that pink from the middle to each side and then back. Okay, see how pretty that looks when you open them up? Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and do a couple sections here and then fluff it out, and then I'll come back and show you what it looks like. Okay, I finished my first 2 sections. And that took the 3 rolls to do the first 2 sections. I'm really happy with how it's looking. I think it looks absolutely gorgeous. And I really like doing this method with the striped mesh. I can see all the colors. I think it looks so pretty. Now, if you wanted it to look a little bit more blue, instead of using the pink, you can use a solid blue. And same thing with the yellow. If you want it to look a little bit more yellow, use a solid yellow. Now on the back here, you can see I just attached it to the center ring. Now this wreath form only has 3 rings. If you have one that has 4 rings, you'll want to attach it to the 2 bars in the middle. Okay? I'm going to go ahead and finish getting the base on, and then I'll come back and we'll move forward and decorate. I got the base all done, and I am extremely pleased with it. I think it is absolutely gorgeous. I am so glad that I tried the striped mesh with this method. I love it. I'm definitely going to be doing that again. So you can see my back is nice and clean. I keep my ends nice and clean, and I keep them tucked forward. Now in each section of the wreath, and the section is between the 2 crossbars, I put 8 poofs. Because I'm using 3 rolls, 8 poofs was sufficient. If you were only using 2 rolls at a time, you would need to do 10 poofs. You're also going to need one of these Easter signs from Dollar Tree. I thought this was so cute. I really loved it. I actually picked this up last year and I didn't get around to using it, so this year I'm doing it. I absolutely love this, but his little tail is just too small for me. So we're going to take that off and put a bigger one on. I didn't mean to remove all that paper, but that's okay. A little bit of this glue here. And then I'm going to put a nice big fluffy tail on there. He's just so darn cute, but his tail was too small. Now doesn't that look better with a nice big fluffy tail? Next, you want to go ahead and remove the jute cord that is there to hang it. Then you want to string through some floral wire to the back. So one comes through the hole, one comes over the top, and then you twist them together so they're nice and tight. Then you need to leave some long ends so that you can attach it to your wreath. Now I'm also going to add a couple pipe cleaners on here, full length. You're going to want to let that glue fully set up. And if I need to, once I get it onto the wreath, if the bottom part doesn't sit the way I want it to, then I will attach a pipe cleaner on either side of the bottom piece as well. I got my sign on. I did go ahead and attach 2 pipe cleaners on this bottom part because it didn't want to lay correctly. And then all you do is you take the pipe cleaners and the floral wire, you feed it down through the deco mesh to the back, and then you just tie it onto the frame. Same thing with the wire. When you initially put it on, don't tighten them down until you get your sign placed exactly where you want. Once that's accomplished, then you can go ahead and take any excess of the pipe cleaners and cut those off. And then tuck them down. It keeps everything nice and clean that way. Now I want to put one large bow right up here. I really like the mesh so much that I don't want to cover very much of it up. So I think one nice large bow up here is going to be great for this wreath. We're going to go ahead and work on that big bow now. I pulled out these 3 ribbons. I got all of them at Dollar Tree. Nope, looks like this one I got at the 99-cent store. But I know Dollar Tree sells a pink sheer ribbon as well in their Easter section. So you could use that instead. This is pink and sheer, and it does have a outline of a flower there in white. This one I did get at Dollar Tree, and it is their plaid in their Easter section. And then this one I also picked up at Dollar Tree. I absolutely love it. And it has the little Easter eggs and the little bunny butts. I also pulled out some small ribbons that I have. I have a really pretty glittered yellow ribbon, a glittered pink ribbon, and then I have this really pretty baby blue lace ribbon. All of these I did pick up at the Dollar Tree. Now today, to make the bow, I'm going to be using the Deluxe Easy Bow Maker. I went ahead and picked one of these up. I do suffer from arthritis in my hands, and sometimes it's really difficult to make the bows, especially when I want to make a really large one that's stacked. It's hard to hold it together all in my hand. So I picked up the Easy Bow Maker, and we're going to try that out today. So the first ribbon I'm going to start with is this one with the bunny butts. Okay, so you go ahead and pinch where you want your tail. Go ahead and twist because the pattern is only on one side. Then draw out how long of a bow you want. There are measurements on this, which is really nice. It goes all the way up to 12 inches. I am going to go to, let's see, 8 inches. This is going to be the one in the back. So then you pull that forward. Pinch. Go ahead and twist. pull out to 8 inches on the other side. Pull that back. Just relatively the same size. And I'm going to go ahead and use this ribbon, and I'm going to do the same thing. Pull out a tail. Twist. Now this one I'm going to do a little bit smaller, so I'm only going to go to 7 inches. Pull out to 7 on the other side. Now we're going to do this ribbon. This one I'm going to pull to 6 inches. Check, make sure everything's still where it's supposed to be. And I'm going to go back again with this ribbon. And measure this one out at 5. Okay, so that's how much I have left of that roll. I'm just going to measure the sparkly ribbon as wide as the last bow that I did, which was 5 inches on each side. Same thing with the yellow ribbon. going to do that one more time. Now I have all my ribbons stacked. They've been all held together nicely for me. Just want to pinch right there in the middle. And you need one full pipe cleaner. I'm going to wrap that around the center there where we have it all pinched. Pull it really tight. Give it a couple twists. And you can go through and fluff out your bow, open everything up, spread those out. I got my bow all done. I think it looks so pretty. I did go ahead and add a little bit of these glittered berries right in the center. And you have several colors to choose from. They come in yellow, pink, purple, and blue. Now the last thing that I'm going to add are some of these speckled eggs. And I picked up from Dollar Tree. I'm just going to simply hot glue them in around the wreath. Just add a little hot glue and then go ahead and nestle them in. Just like that. And there you go. I got all my eggs in. I did use 3 packages of the speckled eggs. Well, I'm really happy with my result. I hope you enjoyed today's tutorial. If you did, please give me a big thumbs up and show me some love in the comments. That really does help support my channel. It lets YouTube know that I have content that's worth watching. Thank you so much for stopping by. It's always a pleasure to see you. I hope everyone in your family is staying happy, healthy, and strong. You have a great day, and I will catch you next time.